Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you how to make Parmesan roasted Brussels sprouts and French onion dip.
Hey guys, today we're making
What are we making?
Brussels sprouts and onion dip.
Yes, Brussels sprouts and onion dip. So I know December is a busy month full of lots of holiday get-togethers, and I thought I would share with you guys my favorite appetizers and side dishes. And that's Parmesan roasted Brussels sprouts and French onion dip. So let's get started.
Let's get started.
So I'm gonna get started on the Brussels sprouts, and these Brussels sprouts are roasted with the most golden Parmesan crust, which makes it the perfect holiday side dish. Here I have 1 pound of Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to trim them and slice them in half. So now that the Brussels sprouts are all trimmed and sliced in half, I'm gonna go ahead with our butter Parmesan mixture. So here in this bowl, I have 2/3 cup of Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan, and to that, I'm gonna add 5 tablespoons of melted butter. Shh. My son's playing on the side over here while mommy's doing a video. And then I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I'm gonna mix everything until it's well combined. My older son, who isn't really fond of Brussels sprouts, actually ate half of this on his own. I mean, I'm not kidding. So if you're gonna make this for a gathering, I recommend that you maybe double the recipe because it's that good. Now I'm going to spread the mixture onto the bottom of a baking dish. And my baking dish is 8 by 11, so you wanna use something kind of similar in size. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just wanna spread it out as much as you can. And then I'm gonna line the Brussels sprouts in rows, flat side down on top of the mixture. When I purchased these Brussels sprouts, I bought them pre-packaged, and a few of them came out a little smaller than I would like. So keep in mind, if you're picking your Brussels sprouts, the bigger the better for this recipe. After I've added all the Brussels sprouts to the dish, I'm gonna give it a good seasoning of some salt and pepper. And after that, I'm gonna sprinkle over another 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. And yes, this has tons of Parmesan in this recipe. I'm sure that's why my son ate it all up. Now these are ready to go into the oven that I preheated to 425 degrees, and I'm gonna roast them for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now that our Brussels sprouts are roasting in the oven, I'm going to get started on our French onion dip. And I'm gonna slowly pan fry these onions, and I'm gonna combine them with some sour cream and a little bit of mayo. So here I have 2 large yellow onions, and I'm just gonna give them a dice. This was quite a bit of onions, and surprisingly, I didn't shed 1 tear while cutting them. Over at the stove here that I heated over medium heat, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter along with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And once the butter has melted, I'm gonna add all of the diced onions. This looks like a lot, but it's all gonna shrink once it gets cooked down. I'm going to continue to cook this down over medium heat for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. After 10 minutes has passed, I'm gonna lower the heat to medium-low, and I'm gonna season it really well with salt and pepper. You want the onions to have a nice savory taste when you mix it with the dip. And we're gonna continue to cook this down until it's nice and caramelized. This will take another 20 minutes. I know this is a process and it's totally worth it, but what I like to do is multitask. You can wash dishes, clean out your fridge, check out your emails on your phone, work on another recipe, just so you're not just standing there waiting for your onions to cook. Talk about multitasking. Our Brussels sprouts are finished roasting in the oven, and they are looking amazing. Look, they're so golden brown and crispy on the bottom. This is such a great side dish to make during the holidays, and trust me, you're going to want to make double. They're that good. And look, time flew by and our onions are nice and caramelized. And I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it to a bowl and let it cool in the fridge for about 20 minutes. You could even pop it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. So now that our onion mixture has cooled, we are ready to make our dip. Here in this bowl, I have 2 cups, which is equivalent to a 16-ounce container of sour cream. And to this, I'm going to add half a cup of mayo. And then I'm gonna add our cooled onions that are nice and beautifully caramelized. And then I'm gonna season everything up well with some salt and pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything up. And trust me, you guys, when you try this homemade French onion dip, you're not gonna wanna ever buy store-bought. All right, it is looking good and it's time to give everything a try. And here is a little close-up of the final product. It is best to serve the dip with some potato chips, and it does make quite a lot, so it's perfect for a holiday party. So I'm gonna give it a try. The time to take to pan fry these onions and get them nice and caramelized was worth it. Honestly, like I mentioned, once you try this, you're not gonna wanna buy store-bought. All right, so let's try the Brussels sprouts. Oh my God, you guys, look at this crust. Crispy, got that saltiness from the Parmesan, and I just love Brussels sprouts. I hope you guys enjoy making this during the holidays. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.